Ladies and gentlemen, we are... you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! That's what I'm supposed to do on your show! That's what I'm supposed to do on your show!
I tried to get it out before you started. It just wasn't.
I'm not actually mad. I do that on your show all the time because burps are funny. Anyways, you know what? We're going back to the fucking screen. We're doing it again. We are on the road to defiance. God damn it. You know, we're going to keep going. We are on the road to defiance, and the main event tonight could shift the very foundation of the pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, you should know who I am by now, but in case you don't, I am the manager of champions. I am one half of the Undisputed Kings of Commentary. I am co-founder of Overdrive Championship Wrestling and general manager of Overdrive Pride. My name is Stanley Brewer, and I'm kind of a big deal. And joining me as always is my longtime partner, my hated rival and bitter enemy, the man who receives fucking pigeon mail from Dave Meltzer, the PNG of Power, the other half of the Undisputed Kings of Commentary, Mr. Elias Storm. And welcome to the Orange Brand Overdrive Pride. Elias, how do you feel about my card? Be 100% honest and a little pessimistic.
I think your card tonight has a lot of potential to do a lot of great things. However, some members of this card consistently have proven that they don't give a shit about putting on a good match. They just want to get paid and leave. So, that being said, you're either going to have a lot of 3 to 4 star matches, or you're going to have 2 4 stars, maybe even the 5, and then the other are all going to be like 1.5, 2 stars.
Look, I'm aiming for all 5 so I can put your brand to shame, and the men and women that we're putting on the line tonight, there's a lot of them, and they're all pretty goddamn good at what they do. So let's take a look at the card we got for the Orange Brand tonight. Kicking things off, Sheamus won a Prideful Showcase match last week, and he is now getting an opportunity at the Internet Champion Jon Moxley, who's currently 4-0 during his reign as Internet Champ, and they'll face each other in a backstage brawl. Who's gonna fall down and not be able to answer the count? We shall see. And after that, we are in the second round of the House Open. But tonight, somebody is getting kicked out. Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler. And in a match where the loser gets eliminated. We'll see what the house decides on that stipulation here in a moment. And then our midway match. It was announced earlier today that Bayley has decided for defiance. She wants to defy expectations, and thus she has put herself and 3 other women in a TLC match for the Proper Women's Championships in the first of 3 qualifiers going down tonight, as 2 familiar opponents, Raquel Rodriguez and Mickie James, will face off for that first spot. And then after that, how about a little tag team action, huh? But not 2 tag teams, 4 of them. The Bucks, the Profits, Top Flight, and the surprise team-up of Ospreay and star air guitar Hiroshi Tanahashi going up in a 4-team tornado tag. That is going to be one hell of a chaotic match. We'll see who gets the victory in that one. And then in our semi-main event, a TNA reunion of sorts, as Robert Roode will go up against Jonathan Overdrive in the first match of the second round on the winner's side of the House Open. Of course, the last, I'm sure it's a match that you're looking forward to, being that you're a TNA guy yourself. And of course, before we get on to what our main event is, here's what the House Open is looking like. You know, of course, Robert Roode, Johnny Overdrive both having a win apiece. A loss here would not be the end of the world, but would put them on loser's side, while it's winner go home for Ziggler and Zayn. And then, of course, in our main event match, a main event of galactic proportions, as the Galactic Champion Gunther will make his first title defense as he goes up against one of the hottest stars in the entirety of Overdrive Championship Wrestling in Seth motherfucking Rollins. That match coming at you in our main event tonight. I am excited. I know Elias is not as excited, but you have to admit that main event is fucking huge.
I know, absolutely. Like, I'm a big fan of Gunther, or should I say Walter. I have been for several years now. Obviously, Seth Rollins and the love-or-hate relationship I had for him is a quality contender. But just know that regardless of how great your show is tonight, it won't be better than the A-Brand, who put on several elite-tier matches, especially that opener. That was a solid 5-star classic, which I just don't think your John Moxley versus Sheamus has the cojones match. We shall see, though.
And as we always say, time will tell from bell to bell. And speaking of bell, the opening...
Again, that's not a thing.
That's a thing in this show, damn it. We're making it a thing.
Trying to make that a thing. We're not
I will
make it.
I will make it a thing. And whoa, wait a minute. And these two already going at it. This is a backstage brawl, but they wanted to start out in front of God and everybody. As Moxley and Sheamus already off to a ferocious start. Here to start the night here on the Orange Brand is the man with the orange hair goes up against the man who bleeds. Well, he doesn't bleed orange, but he does bleed. Mox versus Sheamus to kick off the show. Who you got in this one?
Technically, Sheamus is a redhead, so he bleeds red. But yeah, I honestly at this point, it's a sucker's bet to doubt Moxley in a match where pinfalls matter. But this is a match where you got to knock the other guy out first. So I think I got to give the edge to the Celtic Warrior. Obviously, you know, he grew up in the mean streets of Dublin. He's been in many a bar brawl. And with that being said, that bro kick is a force to be reckoned with. I got to give it to Sheamus.
You know, very interesting, though, of course, Sheamus winning that 4-way showcase match last week. Of course, winning it thanks to a little bit of assistance by LA Knight and also delivering very ferocious bro kick. And this is a matchup that I've pretty much wanted to see since the draft, because these are two very big men, which, you know, I'm sure that, you know, when Moxley was Dean Ambrose, they had a handful of matches, because, hell, Dean Ambrose at one point was wrestling more matches than anybody. And Sheamus, I mean, he's just been a worker ever since he came on the main roster in 2010, 2011. And these two already beating the hell out of each other. Suplex on the steps. And, you know, honestly, though, I think through all of this, I think Moxley's going to retain again. I think Sheamus is obviously going to beat him into near submission, but Moxley thrives the more violent the match is, and I'm expecting this to be ultra violent as all hell. As Moxley planting Sheamus.
Moxley plants Sheamus. You know, he's been working on his face, trying to bust him open to make it easier to knock him out once he, you know, get that blood flowing. But Sheamus can't be counted out. Sheamus has gone to absolute war with some of the biggest, brightest, and best that professional wrestling has to offer. Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Bobby Lashley. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a slobber knocker, win or lose for both guys.
Sheamus delivered a punch or two, but Moxley already arm dragging. And these two, you know, these two haven't even gone backstage yet. They've just been battling here right in front of the OCW universe as a spotlight guy is having a stroke. Somebody legitimately go check on that guy, because I think something's wrong. But these two, you know, just giving the OCW universe a show, and oh my goodness, a dog pile driver. That has to absolutely hurt.
Not very backstage of a brawl, is it? You know?
No, but hey, it's a brawl, and you know, I mean, backstage is really a concept when you think about it. Sheamus gets his foot caught on the world's strongest barricade. He's about to eat a second.
Pedigree.
Oh, Jesus, that's a second tombstone. And John
Moxley, I feel like this is more of a, now that they're in the ring, a Falls Count Anywhere match than a backstage brawl. But you know what?
I mean, the backstage
win's a
brawl
win
is
here.
pretty much a glorified last man standing anywhere kind of match when you think about it.
That's a fan.
But Sheamus, though, he's taken 2 pile drivers, yet he's mounting a comeback and a delayed. God, it's like being at the airport. It's so delayed. Suplex. And that could be huge. All the blood going to Moxley's head. He's probably dizzy as hell down there. And Sheamus piling on the elbow dives. And then a boot right to the ass of Moxley. And continuing to work on that leg. And Sheamus out the ring. Is he thinking weapon? Oh, he's thinking steel. He's thinking stairs. Of course, stairs playing a vital role in the main event of Wrestle Mayhem with that last man standing match. And the stairs probably going to play a vital role here. But Moxley able to do something before the stairs become a factor. And
again, Gunther and Tommaso went back and forth with the stairs. Sheamus saying no, he's looking for the white noise.
And not onto the steel steps, but God, Moxley with no. It's about to be a step war. And Sheamus is carrying the steel steps effortlessly into the ring. Moxley booting it kind of out the way. Oh, what a showcase of strength by Sheamus. But now Moxley rolling away from the double steel. Sheamus looking for a broomstick, got nothing. And now a kendo stick by Moxley. Moxley drops it, but still taking control over Sheamus. Oh, no. Oh, Snake Eyes on the apron.
Absolutely just dropping him there. Moxley back into the ring.
And John Moxley, the last man you want to see with a set of steel stairs, but putting him down. And Sheamus has a hell of an opportunity.
Backbreaker.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, the stairs go flying. Somebody is going to land on those things, and they're going to absolutely get each other hurt for our amusement. And it's looking like it might be, oh, no. And a backbreaker of his own. And Moxley, he might be signaling for the end right here. He's got an armbar locked in. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Moxley picking up the stairs.
You know, the state of Colorado once considered this a form of execution. Steel steps to the face. Sheamus with a bro kick out of nowhere. Sheamus is the new champion.
I told you. It just takes one bro kick. That thing has a PSI of 1800. I know you weren't watching back then, but he and Sheamus had a punch off. And Sheamus kicked the shit out of the punching bag. And I knew then that kick to the face was not comfortable.
And
decent match.
Sheamus wins the Internet Championship with a bro kick. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, John Moxley dropping the title to the Celtic Warrior.
Reign is over, ladies and gentlemen. Sheamus is our new Internet champion. Hopefully, Sheamus will attempt to complete the absolute ridiculousness that is the 15 title win stretch to earn an opportunity at the World Championship. 15's wild, big dog.
My goodness. But just what gets me is just how absolutely out of nowhere that was. The referee could see that Moxley was knocked out in mid fucking air, dude. Like Mox was still falling, steel steps just absolutely flying behind him.
Body, ladies and gentlemen.
But
looking like a noodle.
Oh my goodness, and that is just the start of action here on OCW, because next up we have the first elimination match here in the House Open. It's been a very, very interesting open so far. And Dolph Ziggler's Sami Zayn are going to fight for survival. And that match is happening right now. And yep, I'm getting the word from Gorilla. Everybody is ready. And entrances are going to be made And here comes Sami Zayn, of course, losing to Johnny Overdrive in what was the first and only singles match at the House Open. Of course, with this now being round 2, any stipulation is on the table right now. You just can't repeat the stipulation per round. And let's see, I'm getting word from the House now. The House is going to go with a new stipulation. This stipulation will be falls count anywhere. I don't know if either of these men have much experience with that type of match. I feel like Ziggler would have more experience with Zayn just because of how long Ziggler's been in WWE, but this is going to be a very interesting one for sure. Maybe this one will end up backstage, unlike that backstage brawl, which congratulations to Sheamus becoming the new internet champion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Phenomenal win for Sheamus, picking up yet another accolade in his illustrious career, new internet champion. Maybe the loser of this match will have an opportunity in that title in the future, because they're definitely not getting at a shot for the U.S. one anytime soon.
Well,
Dolph Ziggler.
It's very funny you mentioned that. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's very funny you mentioned that because both of these men were in that inaugural Internet Championship Battle Royal. Both of them, coming up short. What's even more interesting is that another man in that match, Robert Roode, who beat Ziggler in a tables match to open up the House Open, and Ziggler still wearing the same jacket that he had as part of the Dirty Dogs. And Ziggler must be going through some trouble right now. Maybe he's having a hard time letting go of his tag partner. We'll see if that plays a factor here. Anyways, I stepped all over your point. I totally meant to do that, except not really. Go on.
No, because you weren't raised properly. But Dolph Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler is the kind of guy who you can put anywhere on the card and he'll absolutely show out, champion or no champion. But he hasn't really had the chance to ever truly be the guy. And maybe being the guy in Overdrive goes through the road that is Sami Zayn.
What a catch by Zayn in the scoop slam. And, Ziggler, both these men on the absolute brink of elimination. This might be Ziggler's only chance for a while. After not winning the Internet Championship and now going 0-2 in the House Open, that would not bode well for the Showstoppers, or not Showstopper, I'm sorry. That's his inspiration. The Show-Off's career.
Absolutely not. But Dolph Ziggler's now going to go through trials and tribulations and then bounce back astoundingly. So even if he does lose here tonight to Sami Zayn, who also hasn't truly had the opportunity to just be the guy, whether that was management holding him down or injuries, I think both of them will be okay. Dolph more specifically. Obviously, Sami could use the boost that is winning the House Open and getting a shot at the United States Championship. But Sami Zayn is the underdog of the underground. There's no truly counting him out in any shape, form, or fashion.
No, there's never a match where he's not in. Very recently, I watched his 2 out of 3 falls match with Claudio, known as Antonio Cesaro at the time. What a sunset flip! Here's the cover, and Sami Zayn almost put that away right there. But that match is not only was that a great match, but that just showcases that Sami Zayn is never truly out of it. He got a very quick first pinfall in that match. Claudio had to work uphill to win that match. And of course, later Sami would upset Adrian Neville to become NXT champion. And maybe, as he throws Ziggler in the world's hardest barricade, maybe tonight could be a launching point. Maybe a win tonight. Oh, what a move!
Famouser on the outside.
A Famouser, as I'm talking about Sami possibly making a Cinderella run. But he's going to get past the show-off first to do that. And the crowd already getting up for this match. Speaking of up, Sami Zayn's back up. Trying to grab Ziggler. Ziggler sidesteps out the way. Oh, that almost looked brutal. And Sami.
Oh, Sami. Into the submission.
Oh. Putting his ass right in Ziggler's ear. This could spell bad news if he rips one. Oh, and thankfully, Ziggler stopping before that becomes a reality.
Ziggler.
Ziggler up at hitting the steps, but maybe saving himself off the
Sammy
steps. Here's
cover.
the cover.
1,
Oh,
2.
kick out by Ziggler.
Ooh. Thought that was it for a moment.
Oh, and a kip up. Wait a second.
Oh, neck breaker
action. And do these two decide to battle it into the crowd? We shall see. Oh, goodness. What a back body drop. And a cover by Ziggler. The referee can't really see, but he can see the legs kicking out. You know, honestly, great peripheral vision by the referee right there.
Sammy.
Oh, God. There's two.
Oh.
Sammy. That has to hurt. I was right next to the steps. And Samuel now into the hardest barricade.
The hardest barricade. Dolph dropping Sammy with that elbow clothesline there. Trying to take advantage, but can Dolph pick up the victory here? Absolutely just throwing Sammy around on the outside of the ring here.
Ooh.
Oh, split leg drop.
God, I've taken one of those before. That shit absolutely hurts. On Sammy now, fighting back. Wait, was that a haluva kick?
Sammy, what a boot.
I think that was a haluva kick. That might be it. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and Dolph Ziggler goes home.
Dolph Ziggler once again leaving the arena absolutely empty-handed. Gotta be a heartbreaker. Sami Zayn with the haluva kick with no rope to hold up his opponent out of nowhere. As the fans olay to the music. What a moment for Zayn, getting a much-needed victory, moving him to 1-1 in the House Open, ladies and gentlemen.
And the underdog possibly beginning that Cinderella story, of course. Still a lot of ways to go, but for now, Sami Zayn has survived and remains in the House Open. But now we go from the House Open to an opportunity at, well, defying the expectations, as two very familiar opponents that we mentioned earlier, Raquel Rodriguez going up against the veteran Miss Hardcore Country herself in Mickie James. Of course, these two women facing off with Serena Deeb in the first ever women's three-way dance here at OCW. Of course, Serena Deeb putting up a fight against Bayley last week, but ultimately getting put away. And Bayley now looking for not one, not two, but three new challengers to possibly climb the ladder against her in the TLC match coming up at Defiance. But before we get there, we gotta see who's gonna be joining her. And of course, here comes the powerhouse Raquel Rodriguez. Now, she did tap out to Serena Deeb in that three-way dance, and hopefully she's using that as motivation up against Mickie James tonight.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Obviously, Raquel and Mickie, unfortunately, not being able to get the job done in their quest, to be women's champion. But another opportunity here. Raquel, former NXT Women's Champion, former NXT Tag Team Champion, currently feuding with the mommy dom that is Rhea Ripley of Judgment Day over in the alternate universe. Raquel showing off that massive back. Braun Strowman is quite used to that sight, from what I've heard. Hopefully Raquel can pick up the victory tonight here and earn her place at Defiance, and show the world that Latin Dommy Mommies are also an option besides the gothic white ones.
Yeah, but once again, she's got to get past Miss Hardcore Country herself. Here comes Mickie James, who of course won the first ever women's main event in OCW as she defeated Hikaru Shida. Of course, that was to qualify for that three-way dance in that Eliminator tournament. And now another opportunity for Mickie James to rise to the top. But you know what? Mickie James is going to put up a good fight, but I think Raquel is just a bit too powerful for her. That back, one of the most powerful backs in all of professional wrestling. And Raquel possibly looking to put the whole women's division on her back with a win, not only here, that Defiance, but of course, we don't know who's won yet, but time will tell from bell to bell. But Elias, who do you have in this match?
Normally I'd pick Raquel, like powerhouse easy win, but I'm a back experience. I'm a back with veteran, be hardcore legend, hardcore country, Mickey James in this one.
There we go. There's the opening bell. And Mickey James, not afraid to take a stand, but she wasn't standing for very long. What a power slam by Raquel. I honestly thought she was going to go for the cover right there. Oh, I'm looking for, back body.
Way.
And Mickey James not in a good way right now.
Oh, yikes.
Absolutely
working over Mickey. This might be a short one, ladies and gentlemen. Raquel pounding Mickey James's face in. Not in the fun way.
And Mickey has not been able to get any offense in outside of maybe that opening lockup. I don't know if you call that as offense. I think you just count that as fence. And Raquel now, oh goodness.
I'm so tired of you butchering the English language.
Well, now that I know that, I'll keep doing it. As Mickey battling her way back. Oh my goodness.
Monkey flip, which I've always found kind of questionable of a name, ladies and gentlemen. Mickey finally picking up some patented offense necessary, but that was short. Kel just saying, screw your star rating, screw your 5-star matches. I care about is big dummy women beating up smaller women. No bumping meat here. Well, you know, Big E's all talking about, I don't care about your 5-star classic.
Yeah, I don't care about big meaty men slapping me, bumping me.
Right, well, you can't have big meaty men bumping me here, but you can have big dummy women beating up smaller ones, and that's what she's doing.
Well, it looks like the smaller woman getting the upper hand. What a head scissors by Mickey James. And, oh, what a DDT. Mickey James putting up a fair fight against the powerhouse towering over her in Raquel. In the OCW universe, seeing an absolute brawl take place right in front of them. Referee at the count of 4 now. And Raquel
making her way back to the ring.
Possibly wisely backing off. And now she's ready for Mickey, but Mickey was ready for her too.
With the takedown into the drop kick to the face.
And Raquel's outside
Needed that
once again.
Before.
Oh, what a boot!
Oh, Raquel boot to the face.
Yeah,
Mickey's got to be feeling that one.
She did the MGS stealth move. She hid behind the pole, popped out, did her sneak attack. But Mickey James battling back, being a warrior tonight. She's taken a lot of punishment, but has been able to dish it out. It's part of the reason why. Oh my goodness, that was not an easy suplex.
James channeling her inner suplex machine here.
Referee to count of 5. And Mickey now trying to chop down the bigger woman. Plants her face.
Mickey James possibly looking for a count-out victory here. Count of 6. No, throwing Raquel back in the ring, saying she can win the right way. I don't know if that's a smart idea.
I mean,
Mickey going for the mid-kick, misses. Clothesline by Raquel.
And who would have thought a single duck could possibly save the entire night for you, but ooh, facebuster. Mickey can't capitalize on it, though. Into the corner she goes. Now what's Raquel thinking?
Oh no, Raquel.
Oh no. Oh my goodness! That could be a good night for Mickey James. 1, 2. Oh, what a kick out. And a kip up by James. Where is she getting this energy from? But Raquel says, screw your energy. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Raquel is going to Defiance.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Raquel Rodriguez once again proving that she is the dominant woman. But Mickey James has nothing to be ashamed of.
Now, Mickey James was a mid-kick away from possibly winning that. But Raquel, though, using that back, using that power, using that raw strength, and she earns that first spot against Bayley at Defiance.
Yeah. And we didn't even see the Chicana bomb. Alright, next up, We've got a match that should devolve into absolute chaos from the beginning.
That's what we live for,
We've
baby!
got a four-way tornado tag match between some of the best tag teams on the planet and yet another odd couple. We've got Top Flight, the Young Bucks, the Street Profits, and the team of Will Ospreay and Hiroshi Tanahashi, aka Star.
It's star air guitar, and you're right about that being an absolute odd couple pairing. I'll get into them in a sec, but we gotta go team by team here. Let's see who's coming out first. The fans waiting with absolute bated breath. Man, some of them are probably gonna pass out from holding their breath so much. What are you fucking guys doing back there? Thank you. And here come the Young Bucks.
And it's the boys from Rancho Cucamonga, the EVPs, the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. The Young Bucks making their way to the ring first.
Greatest team in professional wrestling, but they've had trouble finding their footing here in Overdrive. Of course, during the draft, losing that match to RK Bro, and then last week, one half of them getting a chance against Matt Riddle, but ultimately Matt Riddle tabbing them out, coming up short. And now the Young Bucks got to start again from square one. But of course, a victory can do wonders for you here in Overdrive. But the Bucks have very hefty competition tonight. It's going to be a difficult road.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up,
here comes a team where one half of them competed last week. And of course, they own one of the 5-star matches here on Overdrive Pride. Here come the Street Profits, who are
swag like nobody else.
Of course, the Profits would like a little bit of momentum. Haven't competed as a team since the first edition of Overdrive Pride when they took on the Lucha Brothers in a #1 contenders match.
The match that would not end. Street Profits finally losing that match to the Lucha Brothers after Angelo Dawkins just could not make the break of the count for the 1400th time. He was flying everywhere in that ring.
That match went 26 minutes, by the way. I can't remember the exact time, but I did time it.
I want to say that's the longest match to this day in the history of Overdrive Pro Wrestling.
I don't think any other match goes 20 minutes, though we'll have to see. Of course, the comprehensive guide being put together right now as we speak.
Of course. Like, obviously, we have Iron Man matches, but Iron Man and Iron Woman matches, but they've all been 15 minutes long. So, by definition, they don't count. But yeah, the Street Profits trying to gain some momentum here at their first time as a tag team in quite some time.
Yeah, of course.
But we got another tag team. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll transition into that because next up, if I'm not mistaken, what are you fuckers doing back there? We're on a schedule here. Send them out.
Well, maybe they're playing rock paper scissors, and here goes next.
Profits waiting.
Okay, cool. Making their way to the ring now. The Martin Brothers, aka Top Flight, the tag team, unfortunately, that is the most known for injuries, and in the current meta that is tag team wrestling. If it's not Dante, it's Darius. Obviously, Darius teaming up with Action Andretti. That I'm sorry, blanked on his name for a minute. One of the cooler theme songs in ROH/AEW, and obviously Dante being former tag team partners with the likes of Leo Rush and Matt Sydal. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that Top Flight hasn't had like a full year together as a tag team in quite some time, but they're looking to make the difference here in Overdrive. And you drafted them in Pride, so what was your thought process on drafting Top Flight as a tag team?
Well, I mean, the first time I ever even heard of Top Flight, it was when it was just kind of Dante Martin, that little bit where he just, got time to shine, was just doing all this incredible shit, and of course, both of them being so young. Quite honestly, what I saw from Top Flight, I saw another version of the Street Profits in the making. That's really what I saw, except instead of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, it's 2 Montez Fords. Now, that's not a dig at Angelo Dawkins. I just mean in terms of style and how they wrestle. I saw 2 Montez Fords, and that, quite honestly, is just incredibly overpowered. But as you said, it's been a long time since the pair have had the opportunity to be a full tag team. They did get a #1 contenders match against Imperium, but Imperium making work of them. But let's go on to this odd couple. Will Ospreay and Hiroshi Tanahashi, aka Star Air Guitar Tanahashi, they're some of the greatest wrestlers in the world, right? And those are the reasons why I drafted them, because I knew of just how incredible that the pair were. But they've had a lot of trouble, gaining momentum as single stars here in Overdrive. Ospreay had 2 cracks at the Internet Championship and fell short both times. Of course, that mauling by Moxley last week. That shit was absolutely not pretty. So Ospreay struggled. Tanahashi lost that 4-way qualifier match for the Galactic Championship, in the first episode of Pride, and then lost a showcase match between him and 2 other competitors. And so, both these guys looking desperately trying to get that first win any way they can, and maybe they can do it as a team, maybe not. We shall see. And with Star Air Guitar Tanahashi entering the ring, we got all eight members of this match. So grab your popcorn. Don't bother with the seat. You're only gonna need the edge. It's gonna be one hell of a match, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, obviously Hiroshi Tanahashi and Will Ospreay have been on the same side and opposite sides for a while now. I want to say Will and Tanahashi are tied when it comes to singles victory, so I'm sure they'll want to run that back eventually to break that. But hopefully they can coexist as they once did when they were both members of Chaos? Chaos sounds right in my head.
And immediately, just absolute chaos in this match. Both members of Top Flight and one half of the Bucks getting planted. And Ford now.
There's the other Buck.
Yeah, planting the other Buck. And Ospreay busting the face of the other Buck. And it's a fucking Buck fight, Buck world. Everybody's taking slams. And a pinfall attempt by Star Air Guitar Tanahashi on Dawkins. And God, referee's getting bumped just by trying to move. This is pandemonium. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Dante just planted Matt Jackson, looks like. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just kind of watching this match for the chaos. Commenting and all this nonsense is damn near impossible. Like, we've got bodies everywhere. The only men in the ring currently look to be Hiroshi Tanahashi and
Darius.
Matt Jackson.
Well, Darius is out. Now it's Tanahashi and Jackson. And a table got produced at one point, but never displayed.
We've got everybody tying it up. We've got Tanahashi and one of the Bucks. We've got Dante
choke. He's gonna tap.
Breaking the cover now. He was tagging it up. Oh wait.
Oh my God.
Cover.
And the submission not broken, but the attempted cover broken up.
Will Ospreay and Montez Ford on the outside. Matt Jackson's also there for some reason. We've got the Martins against Angelo Dawkins, Nick Jackson, and Tanahashi now. Dante planting Angelo, and Darius working over it. No. And Nick Jackson countering.
And now both members of Top Flight in the ring, and Darius looking to take flight, and a broken broomstick over the head of one half of the Bucks. Now Dante putting the other Buck into the ring, but Ospreay throwing Dante into the hardest barricade in pro wrestling. Bodies everywhere. And a sunset flip by Ospreay. We've seen him use that move a time or two. And Ospreay coming to the aid of his partner with a kick on Montez Ford. Meanwhile, 3 other men in the ring. Montez, a choke slam. Angelo going for the cover in his own
Standing
right.
for Nick Jackson. 1, 2. Cover broken by Dante Martin. Tez back in the ring now. The Street Profits seem to be the only tag team working together. Tanahashi in the ring now.
Tanahashi looked like he was trying to spell the beginning of the end as the Bucks, Ospreay, and one half of the Martins
misses.
Are locking it up on the outside. This is a hard match to call, which is everything going on everywhere all at once. Oh my God!
Taking out Dawkins, flying to the outside. Hiroshi Tanahashi is the only man standing in the ring.
And he actually has room to gloat right now. And Ospreay, meanwhile, taking care of things on the outside, will not any longer running into that barricade. Montez Ford going to join them. They're barricade bros. And now Ospreay eating shit by Darius Martin. And whoa, wait a minute. Ospreay just kicked whichever buck that is on the way down. But now a sling blade by Dante. What a forearm by Tanahashi, who kips up. And Tanahashi with a DDT. All but 2 bodies on the left side of the ring. On the right side, you got another member of the Bucks going up against Angelo. Ospreay working over Tez. Oh, bust Tez open. And now a springboard forearm. Both members of the Bucks in the ring. Oh, Darius Martin's all alone. This could be bad. This could be bad. A suplex.
The Bucks working over Darius. Cover. Ospreay in the ring.
Ospreay
breaking it up.
Immediately. All right, while this chaos goes on, I got to try to fix my flipping camera again. So,
super kick.
Middle of the ring.
The Bucks cover.
The Bucks might win.
2.
Kick it.
Oh, Ospreay barely kicks out. I thought that might have been it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sliced bread by Darius.
And here's the cover on that sliced bread.
2.
And someone else
kick
got busted open.
We've got bodies and blood everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Dante Martin working over Hiroshi Tanahashi.
As I say,
as Montez Flores knocks out Darius and now follows him to the outside of the ring. Will Ospreay, the only man, now no men are in the ring, I should say.
Now everybody except for Darius Martin on that right side of the ring. And what an overhead suplex by Tanahashi. Now everybody in one place. The fans getting a circus show. Oh, pile driver!
Oh, Matt Jackson just murdered Darius Martin.
And this shouts out maybe to Kevin Owens / Steen with that package pile driver. And just bodies everywhere. And Ospreay and Tanahashi, both seeming in a bad way. Oh, what a vertical press. And Tanahashi's down. Ospreay! Oh, he whiffs! He went off the top rope and he whiffed, but nobody takes advantage.
Again, absolute chaos. I don't know how we're going to get a pin here. Code red by Will Ospreay.
There's just
the Jacksons finally making their way back out of the ring. Montez Ford just throwing bodies everywhere.
And one of the Bucks has a chair a la the CM Punk brawl. And now, I think Punk might have a chair, but either way, once again, bodies everywhere. If this was 2007 YouTube, the song would be "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
All right, Matt Jackson dropping Tanahashi and Nick working on Angelo.
Face first onto the floor. I don't know who he was going for, but he lawn darted himself.
Okay. Ospreay throwing Dante back into the ring.
It is chaos. What a suplex. Well, I thought maybe they were looking for a super kick there, but no. And what a counter by Montez.
And Nick Jackson.
What a sliced bread by Dante. Middle of the ring.
Matt Jackson covered. 1, 2.
And a kick out.
Dante unsuccessful in pinning Matt Jackson.
Maybe looking for another
sliced bread.
Another sliced bread. The cover.
1,
and Montez
2,
is confused.
3.
Top Flight wins.
Montez Ford. Dante Martin successfully pins Matt Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Top Flight picking up a much-needed win and gaining momentum here on the Orange Red in the tag division.
I know my camera's off. You should have seen my face. One of the youngest tag teams taking advantage of the chaos and the potentially concussed Montez Ford with an incredible match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will talk more about this match in just a sec. We have to go away for just 1 second to fix some technical difficulties. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now back. And allow me to replicate the face I made when Top Flight won. It was surprising victory.
Face only a mother could love, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever the fuck you just said, I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, a monumental win for the young boys in Top Flight. That's their first win here in Overdrive. Of course, Dante taking advantage of the chaos. 2 sliced breads. And Montez took too many bumps to the head and thus ended up not being able to break up the pin. And Top Flight, a big victory over 3 of the strongest tag teams here in Overdrive. And maybe, just maybe, that'll put them in the future tag team picture. Now, of course, Elias, as you saw, that was nothing but pure organized chaos out there. What are your thoughts on that match?
Very interesting match. Absolutely. Again, absolute chaos everywhere. I didn't really know what was going on. There were two brother tag teams in this match. Kind of hard to tell who was who at times. But shout out to Top Flight for pinning the Young Bucks at that. Not the first time that's happened. And I'm glad they were able to do it, to build some momentum.
And speaking of momentum, how about some momentum in the House Open? And as we open up the first match on the winner's side of the second round, and the House has determined it's a new round, and they will use their singles match card for this match. They match up of TNA alumnus and Robert Roode and Johnny Morrison Overdrive, and that match is happening right now. Once again, we are here live at the OCW Theater. Excellent place to watch a wrestling match. Everybody's waiting. One of the most overpowered theme songs in all of wrestling. Here comes the glorious one, Robert Roode.
Also, still wearing that Dirty Dogs hoodie.
Honestly,
so clearly,
I think he's wearing that to wait a minute. Wait, someone's behind Robert Roode. They're not attacking, but someone was there behind them.
That Matt Hardy?
It's not version 1. That's Matt Hardy. What's he doing out here with Robert Roode?
That's interesting, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have obviously history together from TNA days. Roode, a former Impact champion. Hardy, a former Impact champion. Very curious on this.
We haven't seen Hardy since he took on Jon Moxley for the Internet Championship. That was Jon Moxley's first defense. Before that, he was also in that Battle Royal. Of course, version 1 Matt Hardy not able to get it done, but this is not version 1 Matt Hardy. This is just Matt Hardy coming out tonight. And will he play a factor as Robert Roode looks to go 2-0? Very interesting alliance that we have here in our semi-main event.
Yeah, of course. And interesting enough, Roode's opponent, Johnny Overdrive, has a lot of history with Matt Hardy. They've gone to war with each other for tag team titles over the years. I'm very curious on this unholy alliance, one could say, between Bobby Roode and Matt Hardy, as John Morrison makes his way to the ring.
John Morrison Overdrive looking to make it more than just make believe. Wants the whole OCW universe to open their eyes and see that he is the next United States champion. But a very interesting alliance stands in front of him as the Shaman of Sexy makes his slow approach to the ring. Of course, he can go whatever fucking speed he wants, because he's Johnny motherfucking Overdrive. And someone in the crowd maybe jaw-jacking him too much. Of course, the Shaman of Sexy not going to put up with such bullshit. And now I was told, because last week John Morrison did a Starship Pain-like move, but jumping off the top rope into a elbow drop, calling it the Starship Bomb, as you will. It took a couple of them, to put away Sami Zayn in their matchup, but Starship Bomb seems to be a very formidable finishing move.
Definitely a surprising one for sure, and it definitely did damage to Sammy, who picked up a win earlier tonight, keeping his hopes alive. So we may see those two in a rematch very soon. Standing Spanish Fly. If Overdrive can pick up the win here tonight.
And of course, Roode, his former tag team partner, who both of them seemingly having a turn on each other in the opening matchup to the House Open with that tables match. And Roode looking to improve to 2-0, while Ziggler is the first one to go home.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dolph couldn't pick up the win here tonight, and I'm sure Rude had either mixed feelings or a good laugh about that one.
Well, something tells me with Matt Hardy in his corner, he was having a good laugh about that. It was suplexed into a cover. The referee's running around. Here's the count, and only gets one. But off to a fast and furious start. And Rude.
Right.
Neck
breaker by Rude here. Not a ravishing one, just a regular one.
And Rude, he might try to end this early, looking to try to get Morrison set up for that glorious DDT. Oh, wait a minute. Morrison says no. Kip up. What a drop kick by Morrison. Now he's going to work a little bit on Rude's arm, returning the favor. Oh, God. Needed the arm. Of course, Johnny Overdrive, very big, chiseled man. Very big feet, big legs. And probably big other things as he's taken over this match, continuing to hurt the arm of Robert Roode. Of course, if you have a bum arm, can't really do a DDT all that effectively, can you? Or do a suplex.
Can't. Especially a lifting one. Morrison working on the arm, as said, the glorious DDT is an impaler DDT, so not being able to lift your opponent.
Oh, thought maybe we're getting Starship Bomb instead of Moonsault.
Moonsault.
Picture perfect. Hooks the far leg. Cover.
Hand is under the ropes, ladies and gentlemen, but it does not matter. Roode kicks out at 2.
Well, now if you're Robert Roode, not only do you have a chance to go to 2-0 and get one step closer to the U.S. title, but you have a chance to be even for both these men. Oh, what a kick! And wait, could this be it? Here's the cover. 1, 2. Whoa!
Like I was saying earlier, either you're going to have some really good matches or you're going to have some matches that are kind of just, I came here to win and get a check. And John Overdrive, a.k.a. John Morrison / Nitro / Mundo / Impact / TV, picks up the win here tonight, moving on to 2-0 and the house open.
And the Shaman of Sexy collecting that paycheck. So Robert Roode not out of this tournament yet, now at 1-1, while Overdrive is the first man to be 2-0. But, there's still a lot of intrigue following that match. Matt Hardy coming out with Robert Roode. Hardy didn't play much of a role, but that's an alliance we've never seen before. And again, we haven't seen Matt Hardy in multiple weeks. And he suddenly comes out with Robert Roode. There's something going on between those two. I can smell it.
Yeah, definitely smells kind of fishy. But that's unimportant because the winner of this match is Johnny Overdrive. And with that being said, he moves on in the house open. I'm very curious to see the rest of the winners bracket for that. But in our main event here tonight, your main event, I should say, I'm the lesser brand. And they probably... clearly, so far, it has not been as great as the show as Glory has been this week, yet again, proving my point. But this main event has potential to be a 5-star match. I'll give you that. I don't want to, but I'll give you that. We got Gunther. We got Seth Rollins. Explain how this match came about, my friend.
Well, I mean, it's been a long road, since Wrestle Mayhem. Seth Rollins, he picked up a huge victory over Kenny Omega, and then he faced off against the one, the only Mr. Moose, who at that moment in time was coming off 2 straight victories. Moose getting a victory in a Prideful Showcase match, the first Prideful Showcase match, and then scoring a pinfall victory over Tommaso Ciampa. But then Rollins beating Moose cleanly, and because of that win, he earned himself this opportunity at the Galactic Championship. And again, a win tonight by Rollins could shift the entire foundation of Defiance as Gunther in his first title defense. He's gonna look to put Seth motherfucking Rollins away. Of course, Rollins the first overall pick for the Orange brand here in OCW. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna pick a winner in this match. I honestly think it can go either way.
Yeah, I'm here for controversy. I'm going to give it to Seth Rollins dethroning Gunther and becoming the new Galactic champion.
And of course, there's our ring announcer Ryan. And of course, his mother gave all of us a ride into work today. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the first pick in OCW history. And looking to make his own history tonight, becoming the second ever Galactic Champion. And this is the first time the Galactic Championship is being defended here on Pride and here on OCW TV. What an opportunity it would be for the Visionary. And the, I don't know, should we call him now? Wednesday Night Messiah doesn't really roll off the tongue that well.
Wednesday Night Messiah is not bad. But, you know, in pro wrestling, what's the point of having just one nickname? But yeah, the Visionary, the Architect, the Wednesday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, the Fashion God, some might say, has the opportunity tonight to become Galactic Champion as the crowd sings his way to the ring.
Of course, one of the most over themes in all of wrestling.
Absolutely. But with the most over thing comes a lot of responsibility. And that responsibility is going to clash here tonight with the Ring General, Gunther, leader of Imperium, absolutely scary big boy. He went from a big meaty man slapping meat to a big scary man beating the shit out of people. So Seth has got to watch out for those chops. Gunther has multiple ways to finish this match. He can choke people out. He can hit this mean-ass lariat that absolutely turn you inside out. He can powerbomb you, or believe it or not, he can jump off the top rope and hit you with a splash.
Or he can chop you to death.
Or he can just chop you to death. There are options as Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser flank him to the ring once again.
And of course, that Galactic Championship around his waist, winning that back at Wrestle Mayhem at the main event. A last man standing match with Tommaso Ciampa. But of course, this match is just a standard singles match. So really this match just comes down to who's going to be the better competitor. Will it be the big man Gunther, or will it be Seth motherfucking Rollins? And now Imperium, it looks like they're going to be out here with Gunther for this match. Though Imperium, not often a team that necessarily interfere during the match. But Gunther did play a role, has played a role in the past. You know, when Kaiser and Vinci have been out there, maybe Imperium tries to help Gunther tonight, but Gunther's a man. He's all about pride. It's part of the reason why we drafted him. And would it hurt his pride to have Imperium help him? Are they just out here for moral support? We don't know. We don't know how this match is going to go. But shouts out to Gunther, wiping his feet before entering the ring. That is seen as the ultimate sign of respect to those who came before you.
Yeah, it's that time-honored practice of like guys who are dedicated to craft, students of the game, and obviously Imperium is that. They say the mat is sacred. They say their job is to protect the mat, which is why they are the way they are. But Gunther may have, poked his head in the past for Imperium, the tag teams matches, but Imperium, as managers for Gunther, usually stay out of the way because they know he doesn't need the effort. So I think Seth Rollins, besides just having to be wary regardless because you never know what could happen, has absolutely nothing to worry about from Ludwig Kaiser or Giovanni Vinci.
And Gunther staring daggers into the soul of the first overall pick. Of course, Gunther defeating Ospreay, Omega, and Tanahashi in order to qualify for the Galactic Championship, and of course, as we said earlier, defeating Tomato Champ. And Gunther now, could this be the last time he sees the belt for now? We shall see. And Seth Rollins taking a look at what might soon be his. Ladies and gentlemen, who will win this match? Time will tell from bell to bell.
Stop.
No, that's my catchphrase.
No, it's not.
I'll make you the thing because it hasn't been a thing before. This is how things are made. And there's the bell. It's main event time here on Overdrive Pride.
Things happen organically. You can't force things. You're forcing that.
I'm organically forcing it. As Rollins getting off to a hot start. and delivers that fist right in the face of Gunther. Rollins knows he's got to wear the big man down quickly. And what's he thinking? Oh, thought maybe pedigree, but now gonna go for another neck breaker.
Yeah, Rollins just gotta wear down the tree trunk that is Gunther, and so far he's doing a decent job. Gunther countering with that spear there. But for Seth's benefit, he's got to work not only just the arms but the legs as well.
And taking some massive hits by the big boy Gunther. And being in the corner with the ring general is not the place you want to be. Oh God, club to the titty of Seth Rollins, and oh no, oh my God! And Rollins gonna fall. That's
gotta hurt. Seth just falling the outside, trying to take him on the cover. Gunther not letting that happen though. Nah, immediately.
My jaw is fucking tingling from that shit.
Yeah, that hurt me a little bit.
We're up here on stage. We're there. You have to look closer.
Here comes the chops. No, Gunther with a neck breaker of his own.
And of course, that is some
count of 3 by the ref.
That's some incredible in-ring storytelling, even though we're out the ring, as Rollins gets thrown in to the hardest barricade in pro wrestling. And now, oh wait, stops himself getting thrown into the steps, but instead eats the
throwing him into it again. Count of 6 by the referee.
I swear to Christ.
Gunther making his way in the ring.
Seth,
count of 7.
Please get in the fucking ring. Vinci, you fuck off. Thank you. He was creeping.
Yeah,
he was creeping.
We almost had a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, second punch
it would
in
have
the
been
face.
a moment, all right.
No.
Shit would have been broken, and it wouldn't have been by ringside, and it wouldn't have been this announce desk. It would have been my headset. It would have been Elias's headset.
Rollins.
And to the back of the neck, and this match continuing to be a showcase of physicality. But seemingly no side getting a major amount of momentum yet. Things just going back and forth as Gunther counters. Oh, those chops! Machine gun a la Eddie Kingston. Oh, he's going to pick him up. And wherever he goes down, ain't going to look pretty. Snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. Could this be it? Uno. Oh, kick out at 1. And Seth Rollins showing I ain't going down easy. And Gunther saying, I'm not going to make it easy. And off the ropes he goes.
Honest, the road.
And Gunther does a little song and dance and busted him open
there.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. And wait a minute, Imperium's getting involved. And wait a minute. And Gunther going to pretend he didn't just see that.
Absolutely whiffing there because of Imperium's interference.
And Imperium might have just given Seth Rollins some momentum. A DDT on the outside.
They're definitely going to be talking about that one in the locker room after the match. But Gunther, being the true professional that he is, ignoring it, chop, drop, step. Oh my God, chop to the back, kick to the face. And again, kicks and chops, absolutely bodying Seth Rollins.
And the story of this match, what Gunther is doing to Rollins on the outside. And Rollins bonks off the apron. Gunther's going to climb back in. Rollins has got to get a hold of himself.
Count of 8. The ref just stopped counting. Count of 8.
It off, but I think that would have been like a 9.5 if the ref kept counting. Seth Rollins is still in this.
These referees are mighty fishy. I understand you're trying to, beat the white brand in match ratings, but you gotta stop paying these refs off, bud. It's too obvious at this point.
I ain't paying them off. I'm just paying them a fair salary, and it keeps going up. And they do less work. I fucking hate it here. And a knee to the face. All on Kenny Omega V-trigger.
When he was beefing with the entire indie scene, Seth Rollins started stealing moves. First Kenny's, then Will Ospreay's. Going for the stomp.
Oh my goodness! This could be it. This could be it. One, two. Oh, Gunther kicks out. That
Seth
was
Rollins
almost
completely
it.
turning the tide. Ever since Imperium interfered, the tide seems to have turned in the favor of Seth Rollins a bit.
But it looks like it belongs to Gunther. Wait a minute.
Another knee.
Another V-trigger. Now Rollins needs to know he can't win this on the outside.
Imperium watching on.
Uh-oh, Gunther, though.
Gunther.
He knows he can win. Wait a second.
No,
Reverse
Rollins
DDT.
countering reverse DDT, ladies and gentlemen.
Both these men.
Absolutely working over Gunther, punching him in the face.
Both these men wearing out several counts at this point, and Rollins wisely back into the ring with Gunther, and
Rollins.
The Visionary taking a high risk with a splash.
Hit.
Here's the cover. 1,
Ref,
2.
One,
Is this
two.
it? No. The champion
Gunther
kicks out again.
Kicks out at 2.75, ladies and gentlemen. Gunther barely making it to his feet.
And
Rollins
Imperium tried to help. Back of the neck.
Elbow to the back of the neck.
And
Rollins.
Another stop.
Another stop. That's got to be it.
And
Vinci.
wait a minute. Imperium stepping in. And that would have been 3. Imperium just cost Seth Rollins the match. And Gunther's been down forever.
2,
and Rollins
3,
still wins.
It doesn't matter.
Rollins still wins the title.
It does not matter. Seth Rollins, you could have made the 25, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins is your new Galactic Champion.
What a night. 2 brand new champions are crowned here on the Orange brand, and Seth Rollins has just shaken up the entirety of OCW on the road to defiance. What a match, what a victory, and what a night for Overdrive Wrestling. Seth Rollins is your new Galactic Champion. And Gunther, more than likely, going to reinstate that rematch clause.
Yeah. Gunther can't be happy with the way that match wrapped up. Vinci distracting the ref and then still losing the match. What a shock to not only me and Stanley here, but the crowd. But with that being said, as great as that match was, as great as having 2 title changes was, the Orange brand, yet again, fails to deliver on their so-called claim of being better. Glory is once again your A brand, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, again, the star ratings are really subjective.
Like
I mean,
to
Dave
officially
Meltzer,
state
Dave
for
Meltzer's
the 4th
just one
week in
guy.
a row.
He's obviously very behind the times if he's still using Skype and fucking pigeon mail and shit like that. I don't know how much we can really trust his opinion anymore. You know, I think we have to look inside ourselves to judge this. And I look inside myself, and I think that Glory sucked ass, and Pride was the only show that happened tonight. So therefore, by my logic, Pride's #1.
Unfortunately, the numbers don't lie. The numbers say that for the 5th week in a row, Glory is the superior brand. And with that being said, I would like to officially announce.
On me. I invented the Steiner logic.
I would like to officially announce that with that being said, for 5 weeks, there's not enough time for you to be relevant. That the main event of Defiance will be for the Overdrive World Championship. Kazuchika Okada will be defending his title in a triple threat match, and his 2 opponents will be decided in the next few weeks leading up to Defiance.
He totally didn't just come up with that off the top of his head. And of course, on the Galactic Championship side of things, you know, we'll have to see what happens here in the coming weeks. But if I had to guess, Gunther is gonna want that rematch clause, and he's probably gonna want it on the stage of Defiance. But that will have to be seen later. In subjectivity of which brand is better aside, this has been another incredible night of action here in Overdrive. Some absolute instant classics delivered tonight on top of 2 brand new champions being crowned. Rivalries, rage, and the road to Defiance. That was the name of the game tonight. And we hope to do better for you all next week. Elias, your final thoughts on this night as a whole?
Yeah, again, Glory absolutely hitting out of the park once again.
That's irrelevant.
Can I finish the sentence?
Yes, you can.
Phenomenal tag matches all across the board on both brands. The tag match of the night, obviously, being the first match of the night. I'm very happy to see that Overdrive Glory is doing great, but I'm also begrudgingly to admit that Pride has had a great card tonight with 2 title changes. The fans got to see great matches all across the board, and I can't wait to see what's next for both brands. All I know is that we will continue to be the brand, the A brand, not only of Overdrive, but of professional wrestling. With that being said, my name is Elias Storm. I am the PNG of Power. And for Stanley Brewer, thank you and good night.
Have a good night, everybody.